Hit the wall.
Bandicoot 2
Cortex strikes back. I don't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah, today's a grinding episode. Oh. I forgot again. I'm so ahead. I'm like 3 days ahead. Digging it. Wait a second. Ah, you little... got ya. That's what you get for taking one of my lives. I think if, like, you killed someone and they said that, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm not the main character. What? I have just been playing way too much Hades, so is it just genuinely the case where it's like, yeah, like, you know, sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm going mental. I need to grind it. On screen. I feel so bad about it. It gives me a chance to ramble. Oh, I need to actually like grind for like a significant number of time. I need to get to like a decent number of lives. You know. I was scared then. So I'm reading a Moon Knight comic at the moment. It's pretty good. But on a little thought about Prey, right? Because Prey is a current thing on the scene, which just means that like, you know, that's what we're working on. You know, like, I just think that in general, like, Prey's a great game. It's a very boring, in a way. Like, it's very, very, very boring, in my opinion. You know, like, it's just a really good game. but it's like really boring, and I think that I definitely see why I stopped playing it. Because it's like, it's good, but it's like, it's a scary game by being boring of a game. Like, it's fun to play, but like, wait, I did that without high jumping. Like, is it weird to say that like Hades play is like really fun? That I just said that because I was playing Hades recently. But like, you know, it's good. I'm also enjoying the Moon Knight comic because it's like the first Moon Knight comic I picked up was one where it was like it was this mark or something, I think. Like it was this mark in his head, like there's no one else in his head, like most of the story for some reason. Like he was denying them or something. I don't know. Like the thing is, I could easily like grind up enough lives to do this properly. But you could say this is also like a little bit of like, I haven't played the game in a while, testing. Like being like, oh, I'm just, you know, getting into Crash for like 9 minutes or whatever. Did they update this game? There's that weird feeling like when a game like feels like it updated when you're not paying attention, you know? Is it my depth perception? What is this? I used to just get this with a high jump, right? I can't be wrong with this, right? What the heck was that? Actually, that reminds me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That might be better. I don't know. Like, I don't know. But basically my whole thing is that like with Moon Knight is like I haven't really like Jake Lockley is the perfect example of this. Like I haven't read any comic of Moon Knight where Jake Lockley is like important, and in this comic he's important, and it's the Moon Knight Road to Ruin, as I've mentioned before. Like I picked it up. I'm finally reading it and read both the Moon Knight runs and like comics I picked up because they're from different years. You know, and when they say like a different year on it, they just straight up mean that like it's a different run. And it's an easy way to say it's a different run. It means in one comic something completely different will be happening, but the artwork in Road to Ruin is like perfect. It's perfect. Like I could not ask for anything more from like a comic in a way, because it's very stylized, and that's what you want. You don't want like the older, because here's my thing about the older style of comics. Like I'm talking like 90s comics, is they all look really similar, and that was like, it's good for like crossovers, but it doesn't feel good for like regular stuff, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't feel good in a comic of its own because it doesn't, I like it when like a comic is very stylized or has like a really unique aspect to itself. Like Superman, like Absolute Superman cape is a great example of that, where it just looks really, really stellar and really unique. And that's like what you want in a comic. You want something really unique, and like the artwork for Road to Ruin is like really, really good because it's like the thing about Moon Knight is like a big thing about his mask is that it's very shadowy, but how do you show off the fact that it is this shadowy, you know? Well, obviously you show off it's this shadowy by just having it be shadowy. It's like with the what is it? Unlimited Spider-Man, that's it. Unlimited Spider-Man show where like no matter what lighting Peter's in, there's the shadows that are on his suit that people just think, oh, that must be not how his suit normally looks, right? But it's not how his suit normally looks. That's like shadowing. You know. You know, but like the thing is when you like lean into the shadowing elements and stuff, and like the sort of paint. A good way to describe it is you know in Across the Spider-Verse, Gwen's artwork, like Gwen's art for her stuff. That is exactly what I mean. That is the perfect way to represent what the artwork is that's just how it is, just in every, like almost every, if there's actions, it's blurring like the paint. It's blurring the paint as much as it can, and it looks really good like all the time. You know, I think it just looks really good. I think I keep hitting the wrong spot. Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Also, the cinder drama is like weird because like that's the thing that's been happening recently. So if you don't know, Cinder basically was harassing another VTuber for like I don't know, like years maybe? I don't know. Like I literally have just watched a few videos on it like in the day, like yesterday. You know. So there's that. So this is going out like ages later, so there's probably gonna be so much more information. But like I don't know. Alright, let's go one more time, then we'll go on some new content. I want at least like 10 lives before I go into like new content stuff, because then like I don't need to go back. And like my thing about that, like how I feel is like I'm just sort of like, you know, like you know how it is. I don't know. I'd suggest researching it yourself because it's sort of gross feeling, and like it's also like you know? Like when someone like collabs like so much with different people, it kind of feels weirdly obvious in a way. That they just leave people, and like the idea of being like, oh well, this will be good for business or whatever, gets like too far into people's heads. I don't know. It's like a weird thing to think about, but like some people can just be really business savvy and be like, you know, I don't know. Oh, you want to time out in a second? Yeah, I'd say what my problems with Crash, like, so we're just gonna move on from the Cinder thing, but like, I might ramble about it, like, in a bit, but like, the problems I have with Crash is the live system. The live system is like something I don't like, not because like, oh, I don't like the live system because I die, but I don't like the live system in the crates. I don't like in the idea of I'm playing through a level and just to make sure that I can't like have infinite lives, or in that level gain infinite lives, they have it so that the life boxes don't respawn unless you like put out or whatever. I understand why they're doing that, because then there would be levels that just are inherently really broken and really lopsided towards like you as the player winning like really easily, because you can just gain infinite lives in the level. You know, but I would rather be able to gain infinite lives in a level than have it so that if I'm really struggling in a level, then instead of just like, hey, let's just respawn like a respawn crate here, because a respawn crate won't matter if I don't have the lives to keep up. And I think that makes sense. It makes more sense than like a long stretch not getting a life, not getting a respawner, because you know it's kind of irritating. Because it means that you don't have more time to experiment, in a way. Like, I'm trying to get the gems as an example, I realised that, oh, I can just sort of skip around them. So I'm just going to do more levels, like, you know, so I don't have to title this as, you know, going back. Runation. Oh, God. Like, I just kind of, my big problem with Crash in general is that life thing. Like, I feel that, like, if that life thing wasn't an issue, the game would be a lot better. That felt really stupid. I'm trying to angle this quickly. Yep. Mm-hmm. If this is a death one, I'm going to be so annoyed. I think it is. What? Can I jump that? That doesn't feel... Oh, I just like that. I think I'll try it like 4 more times. Ugh. Oh, I'm like trying to overshot it because it feels just so far away. Like I like that. I like how far away it feels. By the way, that's gonna be just torture because when we first did that, I was like, okay, that's really difficult. Heck. Yeah, that's right. No! Oh! Didn't high jump. Like, I love the advanced movement mechanics of this game, and that's why, that's why I had that huge issue with the first game, where I just wasn't willing to do more. And it felt way harder. This game feels way easy. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna stop trying now, because like I knew that was gonna be really difficult, and like I will come back to that bit. I know that's gonna be the hidden gem, and that's what's really irritating me. I'm really waiting for like the omnibuses or like extended. Oh no, extended versions for like a lot of the ultimate and like absolute comics to come out. Huh? Okay, that felt like it. Could someone explain that one? Someone left like a comment on it, and it was like, "This is so Sigma," and I was like, I don't know what Sigma means, and it feels like I'm such an old man by the fact that I don't understand these terms that like the youngins are using. Does that make sense? Like, you know. I do want to do that gem route, but like it just seems so painful. Like like basically I'm just leaving off the really hard levels to come back to be like, okay, now let's do the super hard ones, you know? Like, I like this a lot more because it feels more controlled. Oh my, what? Like, what I mean by that is I like the jumpy crate on top of something, because a big thing about I hate how the difficulty of these games are is you've got to count the jump pads. That means you gotta know how they work. You gotta know exactly how many jumps you've got, and that just feels like useless, like trivializing puzzling. You know, it's like in a puzzle game where they ask you to remember like a specific detail, and like you might as well just write it down. But in this case, you've got to like it's in like a puzzle game, right? You'd have a system like where it's like, remember this object, or remember this, like, you know, lock phrase or something, and then whatever, and then it's like, you know, in this one it's like, okay, so you gotta, so I just prefer it when they do that, because that feels a lot more controlled than just having to be ready every single jump. My thumbs are having stick drift. That's how you know it's like really late. But like a big thing about like the ultimates and stuff is like I want like the you know, the big books to come out. Like, I just don't like it in these cases where, like, this one and then the one below it, because then you're already missing, like, half your jump. And, like, I don't like it when they... I don't like it when they specifically do the thing where it's, like, one of the multiple jumps into, like, a specific one. Because it just always feels irritating rather than, like, a fun gimmick, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't feel like a fun, interesting thing to be like, oh, yes, this and then this, you know? It feels like it's instead like... I think you just have to use live here. There's no way around it. You just have to use live. Like, you have to use waka wakas. And if you don't have a waka waka, you're just dead. Like, I managed to somehow look my way out of that one. But like, yeah, one second. I don't know look my way out of all. Oh, this is stupid. I understand why they did that, but I just don't like it. That's fine. Dang it. Okay, there's the crystal. Oh, this is gaming. How many times do you just see the waka waka without the thing? Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I know where the gem is. I just think that area is really stupid, and I'll just come back to it. Cold hard crash, digging it, and then we'll boss time. Boss time will probably be for the next one. That is 100% gonna. Someone's gonna be like, I'll look up something. I really just. Yep. I don't know. It just felt like it was gonna. I thought they were just gonna dead stop. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. Dang it. I'm not a fan of the ice levels, not because of the ice physics, but just because of the... Okay, the physics is annoying. Okay, I don't like this continuous theme with the ice levels, that does bother me. Did I do this level? I'm just looking at this and thinking like, you know what I did, and you know that's not my fault. I realized my mistake immediately. I did not notice the ice till that moment. Aha! I hate this game. Okay, I hate this. And down we go. Okay, I think there's gonna be like a crate up there or something. Yeah. Oh! I don't even know if I got the Oku Oku. Does that feel fair? What? That's empty. I hope that's empty. Mm. Dang it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I hate this game. Like, and it's not that I hate, like, I don't know what I was going with that. But I think one of the best Flash stories that I've read, because I've only read one. Oh! I'll figure this out later. No one annoyed me. I found out that like CITV, which is a thing over here in Britain, finished. Like they don't like it's a TV station that's effectively done. Right? Yeah, that feels like really weird because that was just for years, you know, a thing. And like I stopped watching it for like 3 years and it just disappeared. You know. Menacing penguin. Don't know what this is all doing. Like, CITV is why I know Max Steel and stuff. How do I get behind the house? Oh, that's so cruel. So I will happily skip that life. Okay, last segment, come on! I think Flash Stranger Factory is just a lovely starting block to get into the Flash, because I generally want to read more. You cannot tell me that's not a side path. It's not a side path. Thanks. I'm not cringing, I'm not cringing, I'm not cringing at my lack of power. Okay, just jump over him. That's gonna be alive. Nope. Oh, so cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yep, CRTV ended like 2 years ago, and I just found out, and I was like, what? Are we gonna get a Cortex talk? Yeah, so we need... So basically we're gonna finish this level, and then we're gonna do this boss. And that should be... Yeah, then there'll be 5 more levels, and then it'll be the end of the game. So we're going to do a lot of grinding, and we're going to just try and get those levels. But if I can't do them within, like, I don't know, 3 hours, I'll just stream once, and then if I can't do that, then I'll just end. Simple. So yeah. Bye bye. See you all next time. Have a lovely rest of your day.